Hello, my name is Nicole Guzman and I will be talking about task number 6. What do I think about shoplifting? Well, I think it's a very serious crime. In the Bible, God also calls it out as a crime and commands us to stop doing it if we're doing it and shows us the consequences of it. Why do I think people shoplift? Well, people do it for many reasons. Usually because they're poor and can't afford what they're shoplifting. Use the money of buying what they steal to buy drugs, alcohol, or other bad things. They're addicted to it, or they may need to pay some things and they steal to sell and pay their debts. Do you think that only poor people do it? No. Any high class person in society can steal as well. Tell us more about it. Well, it's very dangerous because you can get caught in a very uncomfortable situation, life-threatening, and it also takes people down a bad road in life, which can lead them to also prison. Check the facts of reading 1. Read the statements and write true or false. All shoplifters are the same. False. Shoplifters are usually poor. False. Professional shoplifters don't feel guilty. That's true. Poor people steal expensive items. False. Kleptomaniacs are often careless. True. Professionals may use tools. Yes, true. Complete the table. Write a question mark if you don't know the information. A compulsive shoplifter are common up to 85%. They steal because it's a compulsion to them. They're addicted to it. They steal inexpensive items. They get emotional if they're caught. They can cry. And they feel shame when they're caught. Professionals appear about at 2%. They steal for profit. They steal expensive items. When they're trying to be caught, they run away. But when they're caught, they have no guilt, no emotion. Poor people appear at a 5%. They steal because they have no money. They steal necessities like food, diapers, clothing. If they're caught, they apologize and explain their lack of money. And they feel anger at the society. Thrill seekers appear at a 5% of how common they are. They steal for excitement. They steal clothes, CDs, makeup, computer games, etc. I don't know what happens when they get caught, but they usually experience fear when they get caught. Drug addicts, they're at a 2% of common. They steal to get money to buy drugs. They steal expensive items. When they're trying to be caught, they run away. And kleptomaniacs are a 1%. They steal for no reason. They steal things that they don't need or they can't use, like a pair of shoes that don't fit. When they're caught, they admit that they're kleptomaniacs and they excuse themselves and they feel no guilt or shame. Reading number 2. Read the statements and write true or false. Women shoplift more often than men. False. Most shoplifters are teenagers. True. The cost of shoplifting is about $10 billion a year. That is true. Teenagers sell the things that they steal. It's false. Shoplifting makes some people feel good. True. Some shoplifters are addicted to stealing. True. Circle all the correct answers. Many teenagers shoplift because A. They are sad or angry, B. because they want things, and C. because their friends shoplift as well. If your friend shoplifts, C. You help him or her find a program that helps shoplifters, and D. They don't go shopping with him or her. Analyze. Answer these questions. Give reasons for your answers. Do kleptomaniacs care if they're caught? No, they don't. In the article, it says that they are impulsive, which means they do it often. Also, they show no guilt or shame if they're caught, which means that they don't really care about being caught. They just use excuses. Which group is similar to drug addicts? I think that compulsive shoplifters and kleptomaniacs are similar because they steal quite often and either they give it away to someone else or they keep the possession to themselves. Compare the statistics about teenagers in the two readings. Are they the same? I'm not sure about that. Reading skills. Use headings and subtitles. Look at reading 1. What is each subtitle? How do the subtitles help you understand the organization of the reading? Well, it helps by projecting differences and similarities with each subtitle. B. How do they help you understand what is coming? Well, it gives me a general panorama of what I'll be learning. Reading number 2. What is each subtitle? How does it help me understand the organization of the reading? Well, it develops the information, teaching what it is, why it happens, and how to face the situation. How do they help you understand what's coming? It states what the next part will be about. Talk about your ideas. Is shoplifting a problem in your culture? Why or why not? Yes, it is. Because there are a lot of bad economic situations, people aren't correctly educated about it, and shoplifting isn't approached properly. If people shoplift, what do they do? Why do they do it? Some think that there is no other way to have what they need, or they have been raised learning that it is okay to shoplift. How can each of these groups help stop shoplifting? Police officers can catch the thieves and give them a warning. Also giving them a prison day to see what they will be facing if they do it. Educate children. Teachers should educate children about all of these crimes and what they can do to contrary this to earn money and get the things they want. Store owners should detect the shoplifters and prohibit them from coming back into the store or making them work while being watched to earn the money that the store lost because of them. Parents should ground their children at home or send them to a correctional if it's a common behavior. And the government should make activities and programs to help children and teenagers who are going through this.